What's up, guys? It's Michaela. Thank you so much for coming back to my YouTube channel. So once again, Champagne Pappy, aka Drake, is just the best and says it how it is, God's plan. This video is about trusting the process. And this is super spiritual gangster right now because trusting the process is hella hard. So let's get into how to get into that and why trusting the process could really help you. Trusting the process is literally the hardest thing to do ever because it's having faith, it's trusting, it's just giving yourself out to the universe or whatever you believe in. And a lot of times when we're faced with a huge challenge, and I'll speak for myself here, it's so hard to say, okay, you know what, this is for the best. This is for me. This challenge is gonna make me better, because a lot of times it does. But in the moment, the heat of the moment, definitely super hard for me to not feel that, like not feel super heated and bad and annoyed and just like looking up to God and saying, why did you do this to me? And that doesn't help me. So when I'm doing that and I'm saying, okay, God, why did you do this to me? Instead of saying, this is for me, this is good for me, because a lot of times, so many times in my life where challenges have come up.
She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom, I'm sorry.
They're blessings, not curses. And they seem so much like curses, but really it's a blessing. So I have a hard time trusting in the process because it's hard. It's really hard to just let it go and quote unquote not take control. But really, it's interesting. Trusting the process is taking control, because you're taking 1 second and you're just saying, wait a minute. It's not about why did this person do this to me? Why did God do this to me? Why did the universe do this to me? Whatever. It's, okay, this is for me. This is gonna help me. This is gonna help me grow. This is gonna make me stronger. This is gonna be the weight that I'm lifting that's gonna really grow that muscle. You know, it's gonna be the straw on the camel's back that's just gonna make me not break down, but break down to go up, to shoot up. And that's so hard to think about in the moment. But I know that so many times in my life where big challenges have come and I've broken down and whatever, only to get higher, only to get higher. And in the moment, it's so hard to feel that way, because in the heat of the moment, you just wanna be like, okay, screw everybody, let me blame this one, let me blame myself, I'm doomed, I just want to break. But if we can just take a second, just 1 second to say, wait a minute, this actually might be a blessing, not a curse, it could help us in the moment not be so heated or reactive or impulsive in the choices that we make in that moment, or the sadness that we might fall into, or depression, whatever. Because I know that when a challenge happens to me, it's so easy for me personally to fall into deep sadness, and it'll just ruin my day. And I know, okay, so what, it ruined your day? No, but it really, it puts me in a state where I'm lucky it's just a day. It could last a week if I don't snap myself out of it, or if somebody doesn't say, hey, what's going on? And a lot of people might not have somebody to do that, or not be able to snap out of it. So if before we fall into that, if we could just look at the problem and the challenge that we have, and just maybe, if we could just say, okay, this actually might be for me, meaning not letting life happen to you, it's for you. You know, don't be the effect of life, the effect that life has on you. Be you, be the creator of your path. You don't need to be some effect of something, just an effect. You can create what happens next just by a moment, just by actually a second, just by not reacting in the heat of the moment, just by looking at the challenge and saying, okay, this actually might be for me. And maybe we react after, fine. Maybe we feel a little bit impulsive after, but I feel that when I do that, it makes my getting over the challenge and the process a lot better. It's just taking a minute, a second, just to look at it and say, okay, maybe this is gonna help me. Maybe this is good for me. Maybe this will take me to where I actually need to go if I trust in the process. maybe it's gonna take me to where I need to go. Maybe if it wasn't for that boat breaking down on the way to my destination, I wouldn't have met all this amazing people on the island, So it's maybe the bad things that seem like curses and bad things that are happening are actually blessings. I was talking to somebody the other day, and this girl broke up with her boyfriend, and he was cheating on her and all this stuff. And it's like, in the moment, that feeling, and I know that feeling, was probably just the worst feeling in the world. And now this person, so that seemed like the biggest curse. Like, how could this happen to me? How could the universe do this to me? How could this person do this to me? Oh my God, like, it's awful. But now this person is so happy with an amazing guy, way better than how the other one treated her, and just, they're on a better path. Okay, I don't know what life is gonna throw at you. I don't know what life is gonna throw at me. I really don't. But a lot of times in my life, the things that I thought were curses were blessings, I realized. Maybe not in a day. You might not realize in the moment, in a day. Could take a couple of months, could take a couple of years. I don't know, I'm not sure. But I do know that there's been a series of challenges in my life where it seemed like just actually the biggest curses. And then I look at myself I look back at the challenge and I say, wow, I just dodged a bullet. I just dodged a bullet. And in that moment, I remember how I felt. I remember that my world was crashing down and my heart was shattered in pieces, and I was done. I was broken. And now I'm like, I dodged a bullet. I didn't get hit. Maybe I got hit, but I didn't fall completely, because I'm still here. I'm still moving forward. So if some of you are in this position right now where a huge challenge, just a huge challenge is happening to you in your life, know that it could be the biggest blessing. It really could be. Try to look at the positive aspects of, getting dumped, getting cheated on, getting fired, and having to look for a new job. Maybe you're gonna get a better job. Maybe if you need to move because of certain circumstances, you're gonna live in the better place with better people and meet new people and friends and things like that. Maybe the fact that that friend group rejected you, maybe you're not meant to be friends with them because they're not good friends. And I know it's happened to me. I used to try so hard to be in certain groups of friends. And now I realize and look back at it, and I'm like, wait a minute, that was the universe having my back, or me, my own intuition having my back, or whatever it was, the cosmos being aligned and they got my back, because I don't want to be friends with those people. It's not good for me. It's not my vibe. And in that time, I was so pissed off. I was like, wow, why not? Why don't they want to be friends with me? But now I'm like, whoa. Now I see. I have a clear vision. So what I'm trying to do and what I want to share with you is to help us try to have a clearer vision, not in a couple of months, not in a year, but in the moment, and think that maybe there's a possibility that what's going on in your life is exactly for you. And since it's for you, you can fix it and change it. So thanks guys for watching, and see you next week.